place over 150 years ago. In the mid-1800s, Sarah's distant relative, Anne Haycock, was found dead in a beer barrel in the cellar of the Dog Inn pub in Nether Whittaker.
And it was registered as committed suicide.
I'd prefer it rather than having a pink.
You just started to change, okay.
It feels more like I'm travelling back years for this lady's connection. The hair is worn in a bun. Her nails.
A bit more bouncy. That's the feeling that I'm getting now, okay? I'm on a waltzer. I almost feel like I want to keep pushing you on your shoulders, pushing you forward.
That was in service and I got pregnant. Possibly if I were to go there.
Environment where there's a lot of noise, music in the background, clinking glasses. Yes. Okay. This is a lady that I'm looking for then, not a man. Yes. Okay. Lovely, darling. Come and talk to me. It's like where you could just pop in, you know, where people would be dressed in all different sorts of ways. You don't have to have like a dress code to go there.
So I need to go down into the earth, into the cellar. Then I kind of think that I should push my face into something. I feel like I'm being drowned in a bucket.
A wrist, you know, when you're taken and you don't really want to, instead of holding the hand, the wrist is being held. There's definitely something here to the side of her head.
Barrel, wooden barrel. And I feel she's in the barrel. I feel it being pushed down.
Of distant relative, Anne Haycock. She supposedly committed suicide in a beer barrel in the cellar of the Dog Inn pub in the mid-1800s. The challenge for the team is to connect with someone who passed over 150 years ago. There are 15 red pins on the map, each marking a different Dog Inn. TJ uses a pendulum to locate the area where the investigation will continue.
It's a sense of her in something like a barrel, head in the barrel, and of a man behind her pushing her forward and pushing her head down. Maybe the landlord or a man that holds some kind of responsibility or role within the public house. I don't think it's going to be like a random customer, somebody that comes into the pub that's never been there before. This guy knows the space, he knows it very well, he knows her very well. Difficult. There is something that takes me to a larger house, like I don't know if it's a manor house, maybe it's no interpretation on my part, but I kind of think there's people that own land and own property.
Pub place of entertainment, a social place you can get out of. On the whole, it's men only, so you would go to avoid the family, the wife. It was often warm, so you go along because it was a place to get warm. You would spend the whole evening making drink a pint or two. Well, women were second-class citizens because they didn't have to vote. In middle-class households, to a very large extent, they were not expected to work. Pubs seem to be one of the very few areas where men and women worked for some equality. At the top would have been the landlord and the landlady. There would have been barmaids and barmen, there would have been waiters, there would have been ostlers who looked after the horses.
I think he would have been of average stature, and yet incredibly strong, very, very muscular arms and shoulders.
Draymen were, on the whole, would have been very large individuals, very fit. Often they were from rural areas because the breweries thought that the rural labourers were much more placid. The beer would have been put into barrels for delivery and then put into the cellar to make sure that order was kept.
Red Auburn here. Something about Auburn here. And there's Irish people around her as well the time she passes. She must have been able to converse with both pauper and prince. This is the way that she was. It was easy for her to put a point across. But beyond all of that personality thing, and beyond all those traits,
extraordinary case of pub landlady Anne Haycock, who was found dead in a beer barrel in the cellar of the Dog Inn pub in the mid-1800s. Though there is no official record of her death, the story has been passed down through the family for over 150 years. While TJ and Tony are on the road, psychic medium Colin Fry has time for a brief meeting with Sarah in London.
I don't feel this story would have been passed down through the family if the family